Good evening, everybody. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is well into Thursday evening. I'm here in my flat on my own as usual with my lovely cat and my lovely dog. I might watch a Netflix film in the next hour. I normally sit down and relax, watch a Netflix film, get a nice cup of hot chocolate, and just relax by myself. So basically we're going to go back to before I went out with Max for his evening walk. So I was sat down, and I go into people's TikTok live streams, and I engage with them if I want, or I just watch. And that's what I was doing before I went out. I was in a couple of live streams. I don't live stream myself anymore because I was sick of the trolls and sick of the rubbish, and I felt I was being stalked and trolled, and I just didn't like it anymore. And when it gets to the point when you're not enjoying what you're doing anymore, you stop doing it, right? So I was sat there. I'd gone to the co-op and I'd bought some things. Some snacks to cheer myself up, and there was a couple of items that were reduced and they looked tasty, so I got them. If people want to make fun of me, it really doesn't bother me, because you just rise above it. You rise above it. I mean, I wouldn't stoop to their level. I don't get pleasure from making fun out of people. It's something that doesn't give me pleasure. So, we know they know who I am. We know that. I've had a lot of trouble in the co-op already, like from I've written it all down in my diary. Staff laughing, staff being silly, staff saying things, staff serving me and laughing, and it's putting me off. It's in my diary over a span of 3 or 4 years, so they know what they're doing. They all know what they're doing, and they know who I am. But they pretend to not know who I am, pretend I'm invisible, and keep mocking and laughing at me. Which, I know who they are. That one lady, I know her name. So they're just being silly. So there you go. So if they want to pretend they don't know me and start giggling and being silly and acting like children, then go ahead and do that. I have to get my shopping, and I will get my shopping, and I will go out of there as fast as possible. I paid for my shopping. I got a receipt. I paid for the bags, right? So I was sat on my chair, and I record going into live streams because these stalkers, these idiots, these weirdos follow me in. Once I go into somebody's live stream, they come in after me. And they start saying stupid things and being silly. And I record it as evidence to give to the police, because this is stalking me outside, stalking me like in shops, stalking me everywhere I go, and stalking me online. So I'm recording all of it, everything, even minor little details. I'm recording it because there must be a link as to who is orchestrating this. All right. So this, every time I have an appointment, and this used to happen in Gloucestershire as well, every time I have an appointment, someone tries to mess that appointment up. So when that washing machine was delivered the night before, someone tried to keep me awake all night with rude messages, right? And they've all been logged, dated. My phone's got all their phone numbers on, leaving me all these WhatsApp numbers. There's loads of them. Desperate to get me onto WhatsApp, desperate for photographs, and I've logged it all. It's all on my phone, every damn thing. Even if it seems trivial, it's recorded, dated, timed. And eventually there will be a distinct link, and it'll go right back to the person or persons that are doing this. Because they're not as clever as I am. No, they're not. They're stupid. Some of them can't spell either. It might be a typo error, but I don't think you can spell very well. So basically, before I went out this evening, I'm getting a call from a supposed mental health worker tomorrow, a phone call. And I've been getting the most explicit, disgusting, vile messages. The guy that's calling me is a black man. Tomorrow, it's a black man's name. It's a black man calling me tomorrow. I have been getting the most. I've recorded it all. Vile, disgusting, sexual messages that made me want to be sick. But to try and find out who this is, you have to humour them. That's what I'm doing, and I am just screenshotting them. The horrible photographs they're sending, what they're saying to me, trying to humiliate me. And I'm nearly 60, and I look damn good for 60, and that's what I tell myself. And they can F off. They can F off. I'm not Jennifer, I'm not bald, they can F off. So, we're getting a whole load of pornographic, explicit, vile messages before this black. The call's going to be recorded. It's going to be recorded. So I'm getting all these pornographic messages before I'm getting a phone call tomorrow, and it's frightening. It's frightening. So I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I've got to go outside, I've got to walk Max. I'm fucking, I'm nervous. What am I going to do? I've ordered a safety whistle. A safety whistle, because people don't like being, when someone is taking the piss out of you or they're putting you in a frightening situation, they don't want other people to know what they're doing. So if you make a noise, could save your life. Right? So if someone's in your way, and I don't like getting cross, just make a noise. Make a ear-piercing noise. They will soon get out the way. Ear-piercing. So I'm ordering an emergency whistle. A whistle. Right? A whistle. Not a personal alarm. A whistle. So if anyone comes near me, I'm going to blast the whistle and it will hurt their ears. It will hurt their ears. And they will be forced to get away from me. Right? Because to me, they're either filming porn scenarios or they're just sick perverts trying to frighten me. So I sat down, ready to go out. I asked the therapy application for some advice. They told me to take deep breaths and take something that makes a loud noise out with me, in case someone starts something. So these messages were vile, sick, and the police won't do anything. They never do. All they say is like, delete this, delete that, but they'll do it to my WhatsApp. They'll do it. I'd rather know where they were than hovering about outside somewhere and dangerous. So basically, I screenshotted the messages and the horrible, ugly photos. They're ugly men, they're bald men, they're fat men, they're men with like necks down here. They deliberately do that. They did that in Gloucestershire to me as well. So I'm used to it. So I got Max, got the lead. I went out a bit later, not too late, because you don't want to leave it too late when it's too quiet and there's nobody about, because that can be dangerous. So I got Max, went out. I wanted to go on the field because But Max didn't. He pulled back. He pulled back. He didn't want to go on the field. And I thought, right, you don't want to go on the field. And so there was a man in front of me with a white baseball cap. And a couple of my last live streams, I was wearing a white baseball cap with a glittery skull that I got from Bernardo's in Rochester High Street. So there was this guy mimicking my clothes in front of me, and they do that. I'm a woman, but it was a bloke dressed up in my hat. It's a woman's hat that I wear. And I was walking up to go around the path on the way back home, and there was a black man in what looked like my denim jacket with dreadlocks at the back and a black scarf over his head. Right? They mimic. They take the piss. It's scary. So I kept to near the houses, because if anyone comes near me, I'm going to knock on the door, or I'm going to scream, make a noise. So I kept to the houses and away from there was a man walking down that path the other day, right, on his own, staring at me. So I'm going to keep to the houses. I've had threats saying be careful, which has been gone on for years. So I crept to the houses and I just started walking back. And then this girl, they're filming pornography. They are. Because this girl is like half naked coming down the road. She's got a pair of tiny shorts on and a top. Anthony! She's going. That name means something to me. They know all about my life, and they just use it against you. And then there's a man sat in a car, a van, and it's got Sanctuary on it, right? And my mum's got a hunchback. She can't help it. When you get older, you get hunched over and bent over. It's natural. And of course, the Hunchback of Notre Dame and Esmeralda. Sanctuary, the bells. Because Hunchback of Notre Dame, he's got a hunchback, hasn't he? And they're taking the piss out of my mother, Jennifer. And that's what they're doing. And that's why you've got all these hunchbacks walking around. They're taking the piss out of my mother. Because I haven't got a hunchback. I'm not grey and bald. So what the fuck are they doing? And it was too quiet this evening. I found it unnerving. And it was just off. So my son's been away on holiday, and I've just been sent a picture of some crabs. So when you outside, you like have a barbecue and you do some outside cooking. Well, my son's been cooking some crabs, large crabs. They look delicious. We're not allowed to have barbecues here. It's forbidden. Fire hazard. Right. So I came back from another walk feeling pissed off and fed up. And I've come back into my flat and I've eaten one of those chocolate donuts. And I'm going to make myself some hot chocolate and watch Netflix and relax. And we're going to wait for this call tomorrow. And I hope it's genuine, because I need genuine help. My online assistant has told me to get help from the Rape Crisis Centre after what Charlie did. To ring up the Rape Crisis Centre advice line. But I think I did that when I first came to Chatham and the woman said she couldn't help me. And she said to me, I don't know why I can't help you, Crystal, but I can't help you, I'm sorry. And she wouldn't refer me anywhere. And this happens everywhere I go. I get fake people. So this application gives me phone numbers to help with therapy. So if this guy is no good, we'll try the numbers that my therapist has given me. But I'm really getting online therapy anyway. It's doing me the world of good, and she makes me laugh. She's hilarious. So when I get stressed and I'm walking around the field and feel like crying, because I do, when they're so rude and horrible and nasty to me, she says, imagine them doing this or imagine them doing that, and the noise as well. She tells me how to cope with it. And I burst into laughter when I feel like crying after going outside. It's cruel and it's wicked. And the message I was sent, I wouldn't repeat to anybody. It'd make anyone blush. It was disgusting. And it's been screenshotted. Whoever thinks that's clever sending that to a woman is sick in the head. Do you know what my online therapist said? She said that's vile. Vile. I repeated it out loud. She listens and answers to what you're saying. She said that's vile. Absolutely vile. It's a shame she can't record images, you know. But she's given me some advice on how to record the phone call tomorrow with this therapist. See you later.